Welcome, children. Have we done something wrong, Uncle Gordon? No, not at all. We must speak about something. What? It's time we told you the truth about what really happened and the generations that weren't meant to be the way they are. Truth. What truth? Your real birth mother knew that vampires existed. She met your father a long time ago. Are you serious? He knew our real mother, and he didn't tell us. Then what happened to mother and father? That's not my place to say. Gordon wants to talk to you. I assume he has summoned you. But before you go, since birth, you have been taught that there is no vampire law. Well, actually, there is, but we shall talk about that another time. But right now, Gordon needs to talk to you both.
Dad, is this true? Did you know us since we were born?
Yes, honey, it's true. Your mother was the most amazing human I've ever known.
But if you knew our mother, then you must have known our real father.
You have to remain calm when I tell you this. Your father was a vile creature of this earth. He wanted to become a vampire, to kill you both.
To kill us, but why?
Me and your mother had a close relationship. I fell in love with your mother. She knew I was a vampire, and understood my kind, and what it meant. But she didn't reject me. She wanted the same thing for herself. She wanted to leave your father, and come with me.
So, what happened next?
A few months passed, and I was with her every second of the time we had together. Then she started showing signs of pregnancy, which was twins, which is you. I was over the moon, and sad, because I wish I was your real father. I loved your mother so much, and she loved me too.
Then how did she die? Where did our father go?
One night, I was out, looking for someone to drink from, and your father went to your mother's house, with a gun. I tried to get there as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, she was already near death, so I bowed down to her, cradling her, and she told me to tell you that I would look after you, and protect you. You should have been the real father. I love you, Marco. Look after our children. Make sure nothing ever bad happens to them. I know you know what I'm saying. Goodbye, my sweet Marco. I love you too. Ever since your mother told me she was with child, I am so proud of you both.
But how did we end up meeting you in the hospital? If you always knew who we were, couldn't we have stayed with you, instead of our foster family?
Believe me, there was so many times I wanted to take you away with me, but I couldn't. You were too young to be vampires, and to understand all of this information. I promised your mother I would give you a normal life, whether it was short or long. I never left you. I was always watching you. You just never knew, until the day where you were both old enough, and then I saved you, in the hospital.
I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry. Nobody should have to go through that. What did you do to our father?
I killed him. He killed your mother, the love of my life, and he wanted to harm my children, which was not going to happen.
I can't believe it. I never thought you would be tied to our life. I thought you were just trying to help us. We had no idea how connected you are with us.
I've been watching you from the moment you were born. I would come into your room and play with you in the crib. You were too young to remember. This is what I wanted to tell you, the truth, about everything.
I'm glad you're our father. I can see what Mum saw in you. You always did treat us like your children. I'm glad she had you, and I'm glad we have you.
Thank you. That means a lot.